I'm Cris from Designs by Cris. In this video tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to make a new rustic wall decor for your home. And you probably have most of the materials for this project. So let's get started! Alright, so once you gather your wood slice, okay, they're gonna be like this. So you're gonna take the bark off. So I usually use one of those like that. See, it comes really easy out. So you don't forget to put your goggles or your sunglasses in my case. And then what you're gonna do, you get your sander and you're just gonna sand it out. Okay, so when you're done sanding and you like the way it looks so far, you're gonna wipe it down, clean all the dust out, okay? Like this. Just wipe every single one. This project's gonna take a little while, just remember that. You gotta put your time, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. Alright? So when you're done cleaning each one, you kind of want to protect a little bit the wood slice. So what I'm going to be using is a little bit of polyurethane. So this part, after, you're going to have to do every single one, okay? So you're just going to apply it. And you're going to let this dry. And because you have so many pieces to do, you can do that by phases while you still have more to sand, and once whatever you're done sanding, you can start with the polyurethane. See the difference? So this is kind of to protect a little bit your work. You don't want it to crack it. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this drying for about 24 hours, and I'm pretty much just gonna apply one coat. Okay, and then the next step is, as you could see, I have a lot more to sand and I have a lot more to protect it afterwards. So I'm gonna keep on doing this, and the next thing that I also gonna do is get my frame, and I'm gonna have the border painted, and the inside of it, under where this is gonna be painted in black. After applying the polyurethane, this one is already dried, okay? So what I did, so here's all the ones that I have done so far. So what I did first is, remember my frame? It's kind of heavy to move around every single time. So I made a template of the inside of the frame, so I know how many pieces I will need it, So here so far I have laid out the ones that I did, and just so you know, wood slice will be even better if you can get it for free, or if you have somebody that can cut it for you, or they have a tree down, and so you can figure out. You can also buy it online, but I do love the freebies. Okay, so after all the wood slices are prepared and you just have your template of how many wood slices you need, and every single one are sanded and polyurethane, what you're gonna do is start working on a frame. The frame can be some art that you already have at home, or you can even purchase something for an IKEA, or that's a great deal. Great place to shop for frames too. And thrift store, that's you can find some great things in there too. I already had mine, so As soon as you start working with the frame, first thing is clean it. You gotta wipe it out, and then you're gonna paint. I started by paint the outer part in white. That was my color. If you'd like to distress a little bit, you can even distress after it's dry. But for me, for this project, I wanted to leave it like this. The most important thing that you gotta remember is the background. The background, you have to use a black paint, and I already had this paint in the garage. And so you paint the inner part of the frame black. That's where you're gonna glue the wood slices, okay? So after this is painted and dry, and then you're gonna go ahead again and place all your wood slice on the frame to fit the way you like. As soon as you're satisfied the way it looks, and then you're gonna start gluing using liquid nail. When you work with liquid nail in a project like this, you wanna make sure to only add a little bit right in the middle, because when you place it, you wanna make sure that it holds it without coming outside and have, glue all over. You don't wanna see the glue. So just make sure to keep on the middle. Place it, okay? And then you do that for every single one. You're probably gonna miss here and there. So you gotta touch each one to see, make sure you have every single one glued. After that, while it's drying, I just got the polyurethane again, and I just use a foam brush, and I just add one more coat, okay? Just to protect a little bit more. After this, you let it dry for at least about 24 hours. And after that, it is ready for you to hang, and you can enjoy your new decor. Rustic decor, from materials that you can find outside, bring it in and make a pretty piece for your home. And I just love the way it turned out. Here is the finished product of my new wall art decor. If you follow all the steps, here what you're gonna end up with. Isn't it pretty? Just love it. Just goes with the space, and I'm just in love with it. What do you think?